It's my friend's birthday. We're at the bar. We're talking to a dude that we met here. We're talking about how we're gonna approach girls. As we're standing here talking to each other, all of a sudden we see a group of three beautiful girls with green eyes, blonde hair that came out of nowhere. Me and my friend just look at each other with a big smile, knowing that we are about to go and approach them. We started doing our thing. 1, 2, 3, let's go. We approached them. Hey, how are you today? I said with a big smile on my face. My body language was wide open, my shoulders were back, and my tone was sexy. It wasn't like, hey, how are you today? Hey, how are you today? Everything that I said and how I said it was showing that I had a lot of confidence. There was even a moment where she was like, oh my god, you have way too much confidence. And I mean, I'm gonna talk about that later. Then we started talking about what she wants to do in her life. She wants to go to college. She wants to go to Costa Rica. And lucky of me, I am Latino, and she loves everything that has to do with Mexican culture and Latino culture. So yeah, lucky me. As we're talking, I'm making eye contact and everything. I use something called Escalation and it worked. And I'm gonna break that down and I'm gonna tell you how I use it. Talking to her using Escalation, and I noticed that her eyes and just her body language was screaming at me and was telling me that she wanted me to kiss and she wanted me to fuck. So at this bar there's 2 floors. So I was like, hey, let's go upstairs. I wanted to kiss her upstairs because it was a little darker. I went upstairs, we kissed and everything. And as I'm kissing her, all that I'm thinking is, bro, I can actually fuck her tonight. But where can we fuck? I was thinking and thinking as I was kissing her. And then I remember that my friend told me that if I meet a girl and she wants me, I can use his car. So I stopped kissing her and I was like, hey, let's go to my car, I said to her. And then she said, oh yeah. And then we went downstairs. My friend was talking to another girl and I didn't give a fuck. I interrupted him. I felt bad. I interrupted him. And I was like, bro, can I have your kiss real quick, bro? He knew what's up. So he was like, yeah, he gave me the kiss with a smile. He knew what's up. So I grabbed her hand and then we started walking towards his car. I'm holding her hand and we're walking towards the car. I was like, hey, let's just start running as if it was a romantic movie. We were holding our hands, running towards the car. It was like a freaking scene from a love movie, bro. We reached the car and then we started fucking. That's how I got laid. But now, you know, it's not like, oh my god, this is a big accomplishment and I fucked a girl, right? It's not the big thing at the end of the day. But the thing is this, I always struggle and I've always been scared to talk to girls. I've always had social anxiety. And even when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, right? After I broke up with her, I knew that she cheated on me and she slept with another dude. After that, I still had sex with her. Because she was the only one that allowed me to do that. Yeah, that's a huge level of disrespect. And I know 2 guys, I've seen guys that like, they keep dating, going out, kissing their exes because they don't have a lot of options. So I think that this is something important for men. Because think about it. If we knew how to flirt, how to talk to girls, if we wouldn't be scared of talking to them. OnlyFans, porn addiction, porn websites, the chicks showing their titties on Instagram wouldn't exist. I was at work and I was thinking, I was like, bro, I'm fucking upset that I haven't been with a girl in a while, man. And then the next day, I got laid. So this is exactly how I got laid as an introvert and as someone that has struggled with talking to girls. So I'm gonna break this into 2 parts, right? The first one is the macro things, meaning the things that happened before I talked to her, and the micro things, the things that happened during the event. And this is how I use Escalation. If you're an introvert, you should have these 3 things. The first one is I have a decent physique, right? I have a decent amount of muscle, right? So that's the first one. If you're skinny, if you're fat, fix it. Get in shape, lose fat, gain muscle, and you will attract some girls. You will look decent. You don't have to look crazy, right? The second thing that I did is I've been focusing on healing, doing yoga, and gaining confidence by unlearning insecurity. So that means that when I showed up to her, I was less anxious, I was less anxiety, and my low self-esteem was really high because of the things that I did before. And the third thing that I did is, and this is important, if you're afraid to talk to girls, this is what exactly I did. The first thing that I did is I learned from this book called Quiet. I don't know. It's a book that talks about social anxiety, right? So basically, there's something called exposure therapy, which is basically you gotta expose yourself to the thing that scares you the most. In this case, for me, it was talking to girls. So that's what I did. I would go to the city, and the first thing at the first phase, the first stage of talking to girls was ask them neutral questions. Do you know where Starbucks is? Do you know where the CVS is? Do you know where the Walmart is? Right? Any freaking question, you answer those questions. Here's the thing. The key is to have neutral questions because you're not getting rejected right off the bat, right? The thing is, I started doing that because I was at level 1 when it comes to talking to girls. I couldn't really talk to them. So that's why just asking them a neutral question would help me. And it would help me because when I would ask them, let's say a girl, let's say at the grocery store, do you know where the milk is? She would be on her car and she would like leave her car. She would try to show me where the milk was and everything with a smile, with nice intentions, nice vibes. And when I would see that, I was like, wow, she's actually nice. I thought she was like an asshole, like, oh no, I don't know what it is, and just walked away, right? I changed. That's how I started breaking my limited beliefs about girls, right? They're actually nice. They actually like smile to you and everything. So when I would see the good intentions from them, just a smile, just yeah. And even if they don't know, they would be like, oh, I don't know, I'm sorry, right? All of those things changed the belief that I had about girls, which is, oh, they are here to get me, they are here to reject me, and all of that, right? So the more neutral questions you can do and you can ask them, the better. So that's one of the things that I did. So I would challenge you to talk to at least 100 pretty girls in 4 weeks, in a month, right? You do that for 4 weeks, and then you go on to the next step, which is the next step is now call approaching, but with the intentions of wanting to get their Instagram, wanting to be a little flirty now, right? Now at this point I got a little bit the fear of talking to girls. So now I was a little more comfortable approaching them and all of that. And then of course I'm gonna get rejected, but I started getting some wins. I had some girls that would text me back. I had some girls that were really into me and all of that. So in the second phase is now more of like cold approaching, now taking rejection, now trying to be like, hey, I have the intentions of being like, I am attracted towards you and I would like to take you out on a date, right? Another 100 rejections with these intentions of asking them out. Now here's the key. When I first started getting rejected, I would get it personal. I would be like, I should stop doing this. Maybe I'm not attractive. Maybe I'm ugly, or this and that, right? I would make that mistake. But this is the key. This is the important key. Don't take rejection as personal. One of the mindset that has helped me is before I get a yes, before I get a phone number, before I get a yes, I would like to go out on a date with you, I would go through 4 no's before. So before you get a yes, you gotta go through 4 no's before. That's one of the things that I keep in mind. So now when someone rejects me, I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna get rejected, right? And it has nothing to do with me. This is why I ask myself, when I approach him, was I smiling? Yes. Was my body language wide and open? Yes. Was my tone good? Right? Hey, how are you today? Instead of, hey, how are you? Yes. So if I got rejected, that means that there's something going on. Maybe she has a boyfriend. Maybe she's not really interested in me. Maybe she has, I don't know, you name it, right? There are other factors that I'm getting rejected. And instead of thinking, oh, I'm getting rejected because I'm ugly, no, I'm getting rejected because of other reasons, right? If you do all of that, I will guarantee you that you will get laid. It took me 8 weeks, and then I practiced some of the things that I would like to break that down on this video, but send me a DM and I'm gonna send you the free guide on how to sound sexy so that they can look at you and be like, oh, fucking kiss me, right? Just like the girl from the story that I told you.